Hey NBA 2K fans, today I have figured out the demigod Nikola Jokic build. Yes, I'm saying that right now. This is an amazing build. So when we go over to the skill breakdown, we are going to go to the second one, which is mostly shooting and playmaking, and also finishing. These are the biggest spots that I am personally looking for, and that is what we get. Now, when it moves over to the physical profile, there's a whole bunch here, but we want to go with the fastest possible because I personally think that Nikola Jokic is one of the faster one of the faster centers in the league. You may disagree with that, but that's totally fine. So we're going to go up here to finishing. We're going to be maxing out everything in finishing. We're going to be maxing everything totally right to the end. Standing dunk. We're going to be maxing out post hook all the way to the end, and we have 24 finishing badges. This is huge. Next is shooting. As we all know, Nikola Jokic, for one in finishing, is amazing. How many fakes he's able to put up is just ridiculous. Next is shooting, and his mid-range touch is pretty darn good. His three-point shooting ability is also pretty darn good. His free throw, I'm going to say, is pretty good as well. And of course, he has a very, very strong post fade. As we can see when he's posting up pretty much any player in the league, including LeBron James, he is able to post up a ton of players. I personally think Nikola Jokic is one of the better players in NBA 2K, but also one of the better players in the world right now. Now, going over to playmaking, obviously his pass accuracy is ridiculous. It's off the charts. I would even put that, if I could, even higher than what it is. I would put that to a 99. Yes, I said that, 99. Post moves is also ridiculous. How many points does he score in a game in the low post is ridiculous. And check that out. We have 24 badges for finishing, 22 for shooting, and 17 for playmaking. That right there is off the charts on the offensive side. Like, we have a total of 63, including the defense, 64 badges possible for this build. This is ridiculous. You're going to have a player as a center who is ridiculous at finishing, ridiculous at shooting, and ridiculous at playmaking. Now comes down to the defense. We only have 67 attribute upgrades remaining. So what should we do? I think that his lateral quickness is really good, but we really need to focus on his defensive and offensive rebounding. I personally think his offensive rebounding is ridiculous. And that's what I'm going to be marking him down as, is a ridiculous offensive rebounder. Next, we need to try and figure out what's better to put for the upgrades, but also I don't think we're going to be able to get any defensive badges other than the one right now. So what can we focus on that is most important in NBA 2K, but also as a center? So as a center, interior defense ranks probably one of the top when it comes to, playing defense. Perimeter defense for a center is not very important unless, of course, you get switched off onto a forward or a guard. Lateral quickness isn't very important unless, again, you get switched off to a forward or a guard, which can happen quite often. Steals, not so much, but again, if you want to disrupt the passing lanes as a center versus other centers who are able to pass the ball, you would want that to be a bit higher. Blocking shots, Nikola Jokic doesn't block a ridiculous amount of shots, but he does block quite a bit of shots. Let's not lie. He's 7 feet tall and he's a monster. So you could put that up. Now, the reason why I put offensive rebounding up as high as I did is the fact that he gets so many offensive rebounds, but also offensive tips when Jamal Murray misses a couple of his shots and they're short, he's able to tip them in, which is ridiculous. And then the defensive rebounding, of course, as a center, you would want that to be quite high. So what I'm going to do is stick the defensive rebounding to 40. Even if I maxed it out, I'm not going to get any trophies. So I'm going to put it at, we'll say 45. And then we really need to boost up our interior defense, and that's how I'm going to finish. Now we're going to continue, and obviously his body is not slight. It's, I'm going to say it's pretty burly. We'll call it that. So we'll go burly. And now his height. What is his height? Well, let's check Google. Hey, Google, what is Nikola Jokic's height?
Nikola Jokic is 2.13 meters tall.
I hate it when she does 2.13 meters. Hey, Google, what is 2.13 meters into feet and inches?
2.13 meters is 6 feet 11.858 inches.
So we'll call him 7 feet tall.
Sorry, who do you want to call?
Nobody.
Sorry, I'm not finding a match in your contacts. Tell me just the first name.
Hey Google, what is the weight of Nikola Jokic?
Sorry, I'm not finding a match. You might want to check the contact list in your phone.
Hey Google, stop. Hey Google, what is the weight of Nikola Jokic?
The weight of Nikola Jokic is 129 kilograms.
Hey Google, what is 129 kilograms into pounds?
129 kilograms is 284.396 pounds.
So we're going to say 283 pounds. So there we have Nikola Jokic. With putting him at 283 pounds, we have his driving, dunk, and layup, both negatives. We have a negative on perimeter defense and lateral quickness. And then we're going to have a plus on the interior defense of 4. We're going to have a negative on speed, acceleration, vertical, but we are going to have a huge bonus on strength. And his wingspan, Google's not going to tell me a wingspan, but if we would like to have a little bit of a bonus when it comes to our potential for the offensive finishing and a bonus on defense, we can definitely add a massive wingspan to our center, who's Nikola Jokic. Not too sure what his wingspan is. Google's not going to tell me. But we are getting a plus 11 on standing dunk, plus 2 on driving dunk, plus 1 on close shot, 1 on post hook. We're getting a little small negative on shooting and a small negative on ball handling, but we are getting a plus on blocks and rebounding, so I will take that. That is our player. Let's see what we can get. So our takeover is post scorer or spot up shooter. So considering what we have done with the attributes, I wouldn't say that he would be a spot up shooter. I would definitely say he would be a post scorer. So we're going to do that. And then from there, let's see what NBA 2K says of our player. We have Nikola Vucevic, Patrick Ewing, and LaMarcus Aldridge. Not bad. I was hoping to get Nikola Jokic, but I guess maybe they just don't have him as a player in this game. And for some reason, Nikola Jokic looks skinny in this picture. Either way, I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys again next time.